alayhi wasallam used to seek Allah's protection from being lazy. So don't show your laziness in it, especially when ibadah, especially when it comes to deen. Always be very strong when it comes to deen. Just like sometime when friends call us and we are, ready. Okay, I'm gonna do it. So just be like this. It's time for Salah. Let me just do it, because we understand this much that we have to do it. Why delay it? Let's do it now, and then I can do anything else. At the time of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, there was a Sahabi who was a blacksmith. They work with the iron, with the metal. So they put it in the fire until it will melt, and then you make things out of it. They didn't have the machinery that we have in our time. So they would melt the metal in the fire until it will get red. And now it's soft. So then they hit it with a hammer and they make whatever they want to make out of it. Blades, shields in those days, swords. A lot of things you make out of metal. This is how this Sahabi used to work. So whenever the Sahabi would hear the adhan, now it takes long time for a person to hold that metal in the fire and then wait for the metal to get red and soft. So for a metal to get soft is not easy. You need a very, very hot fire. Nowadays they make ovens for it. But in those days they didn't have this technology. They didn't have these machineries. So putting on the fire, it was a big task by itself. You collect a lot of wood and you put all the wood together and then you put up the fire, and now you are holding the metal into the fire and it burns, it gets hot, and it's already hot in Medina Munawwara, and he's working with that hot fire throughout the day. So it's not easy. Now a person is holding the metal into the fire. So how long? Maybe half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. He's just holding it there so that it will get red enough and hot enough that it will melt. So he can make something out of it. So now the Sahabi is working with that metal. The hadith says, this Sahabi had so much importance of Salah in his life that he's holding it. And now the metal is red. The metal is red and it's soft now, which means when it's red, very red means soft. And he picks up the hammer. He picked up his hammer to hit it, and he heard Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. He threw the hammer behind his back, didn't even bring the hammer forward. That if I bring the hammer forward, I hit it once, I'm delaying the call. Allah is calling me. How can I delay it? So he threw the hammer behind his back, left the metal. He's going to get cold again. He will go back, he will go pray, come back, another 45 minutes. Allah is calling me. I can't delay my call. I can't delay the answer to Allah. He threw it and he went for Salah. And it was about this Sahabi and some other Sahaba who had similar quality. Of course, all the Sahaba had the same quality, they had that importance, but because practically people saw it in the Sahabi's life, the ayah was revealed. رِجَالٌ لَا تُلْهِيهِمْ تِجَارَةٌ وَلَا بَيْعٌ عَنْ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ وَإِقَامِ الصَّلَاةِ وَإِيتَاءِ الزَّكَاةِ. These are people, لَا تُلْهِيهِمْ تِجَارَةٌ وَلَا بَيْعٌ. Trade, business does not keep them away from remembering Allah. See, one word, عَنْ ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ, from remembering Allah. وَإِقَامِ الصَّلَاةِ, and establishing the Salah. وَإِيتَاءِ الزَّكَاةِ, and paying zakah. Why? يَخَافُونَ يَوْمًا تَتَقَلَّبُ فِيهِ الْقُلُوبُ وَالْأَبْصَارُ. So, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us how much Allah appreciated that from these Sahaba who had so much value for Salah. So Allah is admiring them in the Quran. See, nothing keeps them away from remembering Allah and from establishing the Salah in their lives. So, this is the quality that we need. Time for Salah, get up and do the Salah right away. Don't delay it. Don't show laziness in doing your Salah.